give you an insight into Kate. I think during the ceremony it was mentioned that I think it was first kindergarten when she came home and sat down at the table and looked at us sternly and said, "I'm the boss of me." And that gave rise to some discussion about actually who was in charge. And we had a very subtle way of trying to reinforce authority. When there was a disagreement, I would say to her, "Now, who's the parent in the family?" She said, "You're the parent," appropriately. And I said, "Now, who's the child?" She said, "I'm the child." And I would say, "Who gets to tell who what to do?" And she would bow her head and kind of repeat, "Parents get to tell children what to do." So it was a nice subtle way of reinforcing authority. One day I'm driving her to school. This was probably 3rd grade, and she says, "Dad, I know what I'm going to be when I grow up." And I said, "What?" She said, "A parent." And I said, "Why?" She said, "So I can tell myself what to do." And she's been doing that ever since. So that's an insight. The last thing we'd like to do is, just in front of the traditional toast, is have you join us in a song. Right? And some of my cohorts are going to pass out some of the lyrics.
First, let me say something. So, I wanted to say something personally to Kate. Kate, I really want you to know how happy it's made me to be your mother. And I say that kind of in a passive way because Kate was such an easy child, she really was. And she's been an easy adult. Even today, people here have been saying, "Oh, I wish all my brides were like Kate." And I do, I'm very proud of her. You know, she is such a nice person. And I think probably the meanest thing that Kate has ever done is such that all of you would still think it was a nice thing. And so she is really a wonderful person, and I'm so happy that she has found someone like Ryan to spend her life with, because I have had my 40 years with my husband, and I know how rewarding that is, and I hope for her to have at least that many with her new husband. So yes, we used to sing this song to Kate as a lullaby when she was a baby, and actually into elementary school, I think. And we would like everybody to sing it to her one last time, maybe, so she'll remember it, and Ryan will know it, and if she has trouble sleeping, he can sing it to her too. Our friend of 40 years, Chris Garvey, who is like an uncle to Kate because we vacation with them every year since she's been born, practically, is going to help us sing the song. So we'll start with the chorus first. Irene, good night.
Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. I'm sleeping in the forest. I'm sleeping again. Go sleep on the mountainside and maybe sleep in bed. carry